You spoke about Pete Hamill. I think he's a good start. This was, I think, the best interview at that point. He was a really relatable guy, very charismatic and interesting. Quite a good writer too, I must say. I've read some of his stuff. Even in his reportage, he's a very good writer. But he makes some points, and even he is one of these people who sometimes disagrees with you in the questions, but he does it in a very classy fashion.
And he also mentions that he has limitations. He might not get certain things.
Exactly. So he's more knowing of himself.
Yeah.
He's a very good writer. I do disagree with his points, but even when I disagree with him, I respect him in a way. It was a very good interview. It really shows who Pete Hamill was. Talk a little bit of him as a writer, too, because he is an underrated writer, and I think that some of his best stuff is quite great.
Yeah, I reviewed one of his books, which is a very good book, Forever, I think it was called. Jessica has read 2 or 3 of his other books. I've read more of his essays, and I didn't read his memoir, but I grew up in New York, so I read a lot of his reportage. He's someone that, had he spent more time, I think, actually developing his art as a novelist, could have been one of those novelists on a par with maybe a Mark Twain. He comes from that same kind of background. So, yeah, he was very good.